Good morning, YouTube! Guys, I have not done a video of my place in Bali yet. That is not at all the purpose of this video, but I just want to show you a really quick 360. So this is our little garden area. We have a gazebo, and that's my room back there. That's where all the magic happens, in here. And by magic, I don't mean babies, I mean all the productivity. Anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the life here. The purpose of today's video. So people have been kind of asking, how did you kick off everything so quickly? And kind of leaving comments like, holy crap, you're like really building out this YouTube. How did you get it all done? So today's video is just kind of showing how I built my YouTube channel in approximately 8 hours. Okie dokie! Alright guys, are you ready? We're gonna get into it now. So, I just want to give you context that everything that I'm going to teach you right now, you can do by yourself, because I did everything without having to hire anybody. You know, there's no fancy camera setup. I literally use my iPhone for all of this. So no excuses, you can do it yourself. Everything I'm going to teach you is going to be super easy. Almost all of it's free. Or there'll be a free alternative and a paid alternative. So trust me, it is very doable. So I moved to Bali and I told myself I'm gonna go build my own brand, and I did that in 2 weeks. The first week was really just settling in, and the second week was when I started doing all my research and I started preparing all my content, and then actually building out the identity and building all the assets for the YouTube channel. I did it in less than 6 hours. So I'll show you what I did exactly, and it kind of breaks it down into a few things. First, it's actually your content, your keywords, and then the actual assets that you want to have for your YouTube channel. And what I would always start first with is definitely figuring out what is the purpose of your channel and what is the content you're going to share. In the beginning, you're going to want to do what you want. You're gonna say, I want to show everybody like my breakfast. I want to show everybody my favorite cafes. But if you're trying to build a channel and actually build followers, I'm sorry to say that that won't actually fly. And you know, I had to learn that lesson. I have all my friends here, they're in YouTube, and they told me, yeah, you can't just put up whatever the hell you want. If you want people to find you, you're gonna have to create content that people are searching for. So the very first thing that I would start off with before you even do anything is actually research what people want to see. So I've been following other accounts on YouTube, on Instagram, looking at vlogs, and just trying to figure out what is the information that people are looking for within my niche. And I'm still trying to find my niche right now and what I'm good at, which is why you'll see some videos about food and some videos about design right now, is because I still don't know, but I'm in a position where it's really easy for me to test to see what will work for me. So I have a massive list of people that I've been following that are either upcoming or have been in the industry for a long time, and I look at their videos for inspiration. So best way to do this is you go to someone within your niche, or multiple people within your niche. You go look at all their videos, and then you sort by most popular. So the filter is on the right hand side. I'll just pop that in screen right now. So you get to see what are their most popular videos, and then that kind of gives you an idea of what are the things that people want to see. You can use it as a starting point, and there are other tools that you can use to track actual analytics, such as TubeBuddy, and I'll go over all these things in future videos, but this is just meant to be very high level. And then you see like what was this video about? What made them blow up? Was it the title? Was it the content? Was it just a topic that was very popular at the time? You kind of look at all the different factors and then you make notes on that. And do that for a few accounts, and that will give you an idea of what topics that you can start off with. Because in the beginning, for your YouTube channel, you're gonna want to do everything because you think the more that I do, the more likely that I am gonna blow up and someone's gonna find me. But that is not true at all. You need to do content that people are looking for. This video that I'm making, it is because people are looking for this, which is why I'm building it. And thank God I actually have experience in this industry so that I can actually educate you on it and I'm not pulling stuff out of my butt. So once you have some inspiration for content, you want to figure out what is actually going to be useful for you. And that's where your keyword research is going to come in. Go and type in some search terms in the top bar, and I definitely recommend you downloading TubeBuddy. That will tell you how often someone is searching this keyword and how popular it is, and what you want to try and do is, if you're a small sorry guys, the camera overheated and turned off, so I'll continue. Once again, I recommend downloading TubeBuddy and then using that tool to see what are the keywords that would be the most useful for you. And this really depends on your YouTube channel size. When you're very small, you want to use keywords that you would definitely rank for, and that is ones that have low competition and like maybe medium or even like smaller search frequencies on YouTube. Because if you're very small, you're not going to show up and rank compared to the people that have been in this for years. They're gonna have videos that have over millions of views, and you're gonna have maybe 2 subscribers and a few followers, a few videos with like 500 views. It'll be much harder for you to rank for those. So definitely do your keyword research. I'll do a video and teach you how to use TubeBuddy to do that and how to organize the words, and then using those keywords, you're gonna create a very good searchable SEO friendly title, as well as include some tags under each of your videos. Wow, I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have so many bumps right now. So those are the 2 big things before I would even jump into designing anything on your actual channel. Really know what type of information you want to share with people and what type of content people are looking for and what keywords will actually help you in your niche. I realized my last video I didn't have this, but now I do. That's because the video had stopped, so I'm gonna take that off. Okay, and then after that is the fun part, and that's where you're gonna build out the way your channel is gonna look. So all your custom YouTube thumbnails and custom banners, you want to add this in to give your channel a personal touch and really show people who you are. I think it's very important because when I go on someone's channel, I kind of look at that as a first pass of, do I think I will vibe with this person, and is their content going to be useful for me? So, and you can really set the tone properly if you design your YouTube banner and your YouTube channel thumbnails very well. And that's kind of what I did. So I was able to design everything you see right now on my YouTube channel within 6 hours. The only reason I was able to do that was because I put in a lot of time to plan out what I wanted to do, and I knew exactly the direction I wanted before I started building anything. And this will really help you save on time and not waste time on resources that you don't need and just randomly creating thumbnails or randomly creating videos that won't do anything. So how I started doing this was, once again, back to my research. I followed many people that are popular within my niche or popular based on the keywords that I wanted to build videos on. So I would go and look on their channel, I would scroll through their page, I'd look at how they set up their thumbnails on their top ranking videos, I'd look at what style they have in their banner, and I would take notes, I would take screenshots on all these people, and I would put it into a paper doc. So I'll show that up later. I'll put it into, you can use Google Docs, but I prefer to use Dropbox Paper. It's just really easy to organize your notes with pictures and everything. So I go there and I just keep on adding a big list of inspiration, and I write down what is it what is it about this picture that I like? What is it about this thumbnail that I like? But at the end of the day, I really drop back to my personal style and what I resonate most with. For me, I really want to keep this YouTube channel extremely authentic to who I am as a person, and that will go down to even my thumbnails and into my banner. And that's why you'll see all the stupid unicorn stuff, is because I absolutely love unicorns, and I don't know why. It's just who I am. I also I am a bit more flashy, hence the nails. So I try and put that into all the design things that you see on my page. So, yes, there might be patterns you'll notice that are working for a lot of other people, but if you don't like it and you know you're never gonna like it, probably I wouldn't use that. I would try and take parts of that thumbnail and why it was successful. Maybe it was the title, maybe it was the colors, and then take parts of that and put it into your own. You don't want to copy everyone else's. You still want to stand out, but you want to take the parts of theirs that work and try and make it your own. And that's kind of what I've done in my thumbnails and in my banner. Here you'll see, let's just do a search term for one of my videos, Create Cafe. And we do have two buddy running in the background, which is why there's all these stats here in this drop down menu. So when we go in, this will give you your keyword score on the right. But then if we're scrolling through the videos and we look at all these thumbnails, that's mine right there. So you see it kind of just pops out with the pink border and the font and the turquoise. So that was kind of what you want to do, is make your videos pop out so people want to click it. Like, for example, look at these guys, 130 views. They put it a year ago. I put mine a week ago, and it has 472 views, just because I've kind of put in the effort on it. I mean, let's not look at Laura's. She's got a lot more here, but that's kind of what you want to do if you're a new channel. Just make it pop a bit. For example, Meredith Foster's YouTube banner is very, very simple. It is just her name, and when I saw that one stood out the most to me because that matches my design style. Each of you will have your own preference. Maybe you like it more colorful, maybe you want it rainbow, maybe you just want your face, maybe you want a picture of a food or landscape. It doesn't matter. For me, I'd rather it resonate myself on my Instagram or on my YouTube than for me to create a facade that will sell. But really, it's your personal preference. If you are building a business that isn't your own, or you don't need it to be extremely authentic, then definitely pick the styles that are gonna work the best. And then once I have all the inspiration, and I try and see what is the best part of it, I try and recreate it myself. So to recreate it yourself, I'm very lucky because I am actually a designer by trade. So it's really quick for me to create these myself. But before I could even do that, the biggest thing is creating quality. So I wanted to keep the quality of all my thumbnails and my YouTube banner very high. And to do that, I wanted everything to be consistent. So I wasn't just gonna take random selfies from my phone and put them there. So I had to take a whole new set of photos. I actually don't have many selfies of just myself or any portraits of just myself that could be used for my YouTube banner, so I had to go do my own photo shoot. So I got my boyfriend to take photos of me on a white wall with just really good ambient lighting, and that was it. So I'll show you the photos right now. This was the before and after. So you can see I just did a bit of photo editing in Lightroom to make it look super badass and have the vibes that I wanted it to have for the YouTube channel. But super easy. I just used my iPhone, nothing special. I didn't need a fancy camera. There was no lighting set up. It's literally just ambient light. And then I used a bunch of photo editing tools, such as Retouch to get rid of some of the background things, Adobe Photoshop to remove the background, Adobe Lightroom to edit the photos, but there are so many other alternatives that you can use too that are all free. So I'm going to create a video showing how I created my banner using both paid apps and also free apps, and I can guarantee you can do the exact same. So in a few hours. You don't need to actually have design experience, and you can create these banners or these types of banners yourself. And I will show you all the tools that you can use. You can use Snapseed, you can use VSCO, you can use Canva. I'll create a video on that later on, just to keep this one a bit shorter. So once I got my pictures set up, I built my banner. So for me, I'm a designer, so I use Sketch. Sketch is a application that you can download. I'm not sure if Windows can use it, but I know Macs can, and a lot of designers use it. So that's a paid app you can use. And then I also use Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Lightroom to create the rest of the whole banner. But really the most important thing is I wanted to keep everything consistent. So I sat down and I made all my thumbnails and my banners at the same time, so that when someone looked on the page, it looked really consistent. The branding was all the way through, and I also created the same assets to share on my Facebook page and on my Instagram stories, just so across every single social platform, my brand looked the same. I think it's very important to be consistent. You don't want to have a black and white color theme on your Instagram, but then a pink and orange one on your YouTube. Like, no one will know that you're the exact same brand. And when you're in the beginning and you're a nobody, you want to keep building this image for yourself so people like buy into you, right? When you're a small channel and you have no followers, why would anybody click your video unless you had a really attractive title or a really good YouTube thumbnail, right? In the beginning, it is a big marketing game. You gotta convince people to click your stuff because you have nothing else to prove. So it better be a really good title with all the appropriate keywords. I think something just flew in my eye. Or else your thumbnail is different, it's captivating, it asks a question, so they're very intrigued by it, so they want to click into your video. It doesn't matter how amazing your video is, because if no one's gonna click it to begin with, no one will know what information you want to share. So I think that's very, very important, that you want to push out very quality things in the beginning if you want to build out this your personal brand or your views or anything. And then what else do I want to share? And then with the banner, one important thing to consider is that YouTube, people might be accessing it on the computer, but most likely also on their phone. So the banner, the image that you're going to put on your banner, it needs to work well across like mobile, like a phone or a desktop, and also like on iPads and tablets. So when you design it, keep in mind, I'll put the actual dimensions of what is the safe zone. And the safe zone is like when it will show, what is the size that will show everything. So let's say in mobile, you want to put everything within the safe zone so that none of the stuff is clipped out of it in a mobile style. So I've designed my YouTube banner that way. So let me see if I can just pull it up right now on my own channel. So that my face is always visible and my name is always visible. So you can see here, I've designed it in such a way so that it will always show, even on mobile. And that's very important because you want people to see your name, you want people to see your face, you want the important information visible, even down to the phone. So I will also create a video on how to build a YouTube banner. I'll also create a video on how to create YouTube thumbnails using both paid apps and free apps. So don't worry, we'll cover that later, just not in this video. So those were all the things that I did to set up my brand in a day. I just sat down and I just smashed it out. And then the other thing that people don't think about is, okay, I have a YouTube, but what about all your other social platforms? You want to connect those as well. So I've also created a Facebook on the same day. I set up my Instagram with blog posts and stories with the same themes. And it's just really thinking about your social network is not just on one platform, it is on everything. And they should all be consistent when you're building out a brand, to create the image and make it look professional and to convince people to buy into you. So I think it's easy to set it all up and connect it to one another. Like when you post to Facebook or when you post to YouTube, right now there are options that you can share directly to a Facebook page or directly into Instagram. So you just, that one extra step. and it will help you build your audience faster. Wow, it's really stormy. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's quite loud. So I think just to summarize, to build your personal brand in one day, it is very doable. Just put in a lot of time to research. Do not start on anything until you research exactly what type of content people want to see, what type of content you are willing to create yourself, and do your keyword research. And in the beginning, create videos that you know people will watch. Don't just create something like, oh, today I'm going to talk about the color of my iPhone. Like, no one cares, right? No one's going to search that. No one's going to go and subscribe to you because you're pushing out more useless crap out there. Create content people want to see, people will come to your channel and they will subscribe. Keep it up with quality content. Quality is so important. So people will buy into you and they will keep coming back to you. And if you don't have anyone in the beginning, you're going to have to try and convince them with catchy titles and really good thumbnails. And then once you have that, be consistent and keep on pushing out the same content that people will expect to see. And then also think about how it'll go across your other social platforms. So for me, this is the second week into my journey, and by no means am I a professional. The one thing I am very good at, though, is my design aesthetic and my marketing background. So I know how important building a brand is, and building a very consistent design is, not in your personal brand, but also in your online presence, because that is how you're gonna sell to people in the end of the day. You know, you are marketing yourself. You're building a brand to convince people to buy into you, and the best way to do that is to just make it look fucking great. Make it look good. People will like it. People like things that look good. That's very important. And this journey has been hard. And these vlogs are just to share my journey. It might not work, but I think it will. I can guarantee you it will work because I'm putting in the hours and I'm working my butt off. I am juggling 2 jobs right now, working 12-hour days, 6 days a week, because I know this will work and I want to find success in it so hard. I guess my biggest thing to tell you is to not give up. You know, for me, this channel doesn't have a ridiculous amount of subscribers, but I've only been doing it for a week. I released this channel like a week ago. And then even like building these YouTube videos, I get turned off when, oh, there aren't 1,000 views in my videos. But considering how small it is and how they've only been out for a week, it actually has a lot of views. All I'm trying to say is anybody can do this. If you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to become fucking Instagram famous, it doesn't matter. Anybody can do it. I did it in less than 2 weeks, and you can too. You just have to put in the hours. You just work on it, bust your butt for a bit, and it will all pay off. If you liked this video, please leave a comment. Or if you didn't like it, tell me why. Leave a comment and tell me why it sucked. Do you want more information? What could I do better? Please subscribe if you want to see more updates. I will be sharing the rest of my journey. This is a learning experience for me too. And I just really want to share this with you guys, that anyone can do it. So follow along if you want to see how I'm building it. Just proof that it's never too late to start. Okay? Alright, so don't forget to comment and subscribe. Now I can put my ears back on. Man, I learned it the hard way that being a YouTuber is very hard. Your videos, your camera will randomly turn off and you will have to refilm everything constantly. So I've been here for the last hour and a half because this camera has kept turning off on me. I have so much respect for people out there that are in this industry. It is so much hard work. Doing your research, filming a video, being comfortable on camera, and then editing a video and like learning how to edit a video. Holy crap, man. Kudos to you guys. Well done. Very well done. Okay, guys. Thanks again for watching. Go watch some more. Yeah. Subscribe. One last thing. I just really want to show off my nails because then they match my unicorn horns. Yeah, I got these done yesterday. How cute are they? That's it. That's all I wanted to share. Okay. Bye.